Hey, so I just wanted to quickly come on here and thank you guys for those of you who have joined one of my group Zoom seminars over the past couple of months. I'm especially trying to hold these more frequently now because I'd like this as an opportunity to meet more of you, like on a more personal level. And partly to, of course, find out like who's finding resonance and value in my work here, but also to learn, obviously, like how I can better serve you guys based on what's resonating with you, what you're working through, what you're navigating currently in your own lives. And several of you now have let me know that you've really appreciated about my channel, the range of topics that I cover, and maybe also like how I articulate some of these ideas, perspectives, concepts. And so that's really helpful for me to know. I really appreciate that. And I'd especially love to hear, of course, about specific questions that are raised for you, like points of further clarification I could help with. And yeah, just any like insights and perspectives that may have shifted for you is also very helpful. And I will like continue to work with that in future videos. But what I'm really realizing here after talking more with some of you is that who I'm really resonating with in terms of like who I can best help, who I want to work with, and also who is resonating with my work, as I've said, tends to be like creative, highly gifted, and highly receptive people, whether you see this in terms of like highly sensitive or as empaths. It's about this integration of intellect and heart feeling, right? So it's not just a one-sided kind of giftedness that is just about, you know, cognitive or intellectual talent or, you know, multi-potentiality in that sense, but highly integrated with our emotional bodies, highly receptive. And the other thing I think about you guys is that for many of you, you're in a place where you're really ready to move into higher spiritual understandings of yourself and your life. So even if you haven't really seen it in those terms yet, like seen it in spiritual terms, you know, maybe you have studied a little bit here and there over the course of your life and it's highly interesting to you, but probably, or maybe you haven't yet approached it in a very methodical way or very consistently over the long term or in a very like a deeper embodied sense where it's starting to you know, influence and provide insight and leadership into the ways that you make decisions for your life and how you understand yourself and the larger picture of your life. And so that's really what's going to get you to the next level. So as empaths, there is always, you know, we begin really at risk of kind of potentially staying stuck in our various trauma, our background, our conditioning, because we do hold space for so much. Like we can hold space for almost absolutely everything. And until we're really aware of the ways in which we do that and what it actually feels like, you know, it could be helpful to have some outside perspective on how to begin like really correcting for that and honing in on what your actual signal is and the best ways to actually direct and invest your highest energies while you're here. And so maybe for you, this isn't yet going to be about making big changes, but this is about really finding a new level of integration for your self-understanding. As I said again, for understanding a larger picture, for like how you're fitting into how you see your life fitting into a larger picture, so to speak. And I think that's what I'm really like well equipped to help you guys with. And so my coaching approach is highly intuitive. It's very pragmatic, even though it's grounded in my background in philosophy and my training in consciousness research, my work in psychology and consciousness research, and the arts. So I do have a few options for different kinds of coaching packages, depending on your situation and your needs and your goals, based on what you are trying to navigate through over the next, say, 2 to 3 months, or what kinds of like larger picture issues you feel that you maybe are lacking some insight in, and I can definitely help you out with that. So that's what others have found that I'm definitely gifted at finding, is some of these outside kind of larger perspectives and insights that maybe you haven't ever considered, or even like ever at all. Like, it's literally, sometimes this is why we need an outside perspective from the right person. So there's a good chance, if my work here has been resonating with you, to consider this if you need this kind of help at the moment. And sometimes this is really about intuitive messages that I bring through, and sometimes there's just like a higher synchronicity also that's at work. So either way, this is the work that I'd like to do, and I'd be really honored to work with you. I'm very patient and I'm flexible, and again, highly intuitive, actually, on a one-to-one level, based on the energetic readings that I get from you. I am clairlinguistic also, so this is largely about, I get information through speaking, through listening, voice. It's all very dialogical. So if you haven't yet, please join my mailing list. I'm going to put some of these links below in the description box. And yeah, definitely, I would love to see you at one of my next Zoom sessions. I'm going to be trying to hold these more regularly. And yeah, let me know how I can help, what you feel like you may be missing right now, or just need some extra perspective on. And yeah, I would love to step in and be honored to work with you on this. So that's it. So just a really quick message today. Keep an eye out on your emails. I'll be running more of these sessions soon. And yeah, I just really look forward to meeting more of you and connecting and talking further there. So, and I will have more of my videos coming back online. Just waiting to edit on these. But yeah, I'm not going anywhere. So love to talk to you guys, and we'll see you soon.